And then it snowed, and I hadn't the grit to cope with it. It snowed and snowed and snowed and snowed, snowed and snowed, and snowed 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 and snowed. I could go on. The snow did. I felt shat upon. I stayed indoors. I didn't go far, but still I managed to crash my car. So much ice in the freezer I can't close the door, and I'm sliding around on the kitchen floor. And before I can blink, there's a rink in the sink, and the cutlery is skating, the cut glass goes chink, and the ice is like glass, and the glass is like ice, and I think of the price, and the thought isn't nice. The temperature rises, and everything drizzles. The frost has chiselled new lines in my face. Life's a swizz, so I grizzle. As February fizzles out, what I need is to lighten up, put a spring in my step. But it's not over yet. As grey clouds thicken, I sicken and sicken, fed up with my coat and the scarf at my throat. My centrally heated sallow skin has shriveled up and given in. An anemic prune in a woolly hat. Can I really blame the miserable weather? Cheer me up, please do if you can. The most miserable woman since records began. Not to join in on the snowed and snowed and snowed.
We're too depressed by it all.
Too close to home.
I only normally do that in February, but this time.
Spring.
Yeah, spring. I'm going to give you a short poem now called Brief Encounter. Yesterday, your car kissed mine. My virgin tailgate blushed. Across my yielding bumper, your bodywork lay crushed. As seconds slowed to hours, serene and somewhat hushed. As, pounding through our human veins, the blood of battle gushed, and cars were left to sulk apart and smart where they had touched. I'm going to accompany myself on the accordion. I do sing, but I'm not going to sing tonight. I'm going to, because I thought this is a spoken word evening. No singing allowed. There has been some singing. Very nice singing too. Very unnerving.
Yeah.
I can remember my long poems, but I can't remember all my short ones, so I'm just going to do this short poem. Well, I'm going to try and multitask. This is for atmosphere. It's a poem I wrote after I was working in a school, and I was in the hall. Actually, just strap myself in because it might fall off. It's like being in an aeroplane or wearing a bra.
Every good
Yeah, I was standing in the school hall with the caretaker, whose name was Mr. Love, which is not relevant to the poem, but it's a nice name. And I noticed there was a trap door in the floor of the hall. And I remember saying to the caretaker, well, why is there a trap door in the floor? And I actually don't remember if he answered me, and if so, what he said. But I went home thinking, what could be under the school hall floor? And I wrote the poem.
Ben's excellent at holding things, I heard.
I can do it.
Hold the green.
There's an old trap door in the school hall floor. I've no idea what the door is for. Why would you want to go down there? Crawl through years of children's hair. Playground mud and schoolboy snot. Sorry, but I'd rather not see ancient ancient gravy poured through cracks behind the dinner ladies' backs, or wade through piles of fetid mash, blancmange, custard and corned beef hash, or mushy peas even more green than the last time they were ever seen. The new caretaker stands his ground. The last one is nowhere to be found. Thanks ever so much. You're great audience. I'm going to finish with a poem, which is a rant. I like to have a good old moan about things, and poems are a really good way of doing it. And this is really, it's for writers, for people who are busy, for writers who have been edited badly, and for people who think that words are not appreciated, that there are words bombarding us all the time, and we don't appreciate them. And sometimes, actually, we just want them to go away. So this is called Too Busy for Words. Too busy for words. It goes without saying, I haven't got time for bleating or braying. Lucrative life is all I desire, and these are the only words I require. Too busy for words, so don't interrupt me with erudite sentences. No time for subtlety, keep it concise on a need-to-know basis. And what would be nice is single-word phrases. Too busy for words of more than 2 syllables. Don't give me epics, sagas, or parables, whistles on screen or scribbles on paper. I chucked in the bin for never, not later. Too busy for words, no time to communicate. Stop all the clocks, I think I might suffocate. Words on the telly, words on the phone, you're driving me crazy. Just leave me alone. Too busy for words, bombarding my ear-sphere. On the computer I cut and they disappear. Wish I could do the same with your voice, but here in the office I haven't much choice. Too busy for words, so often misquoted, and if you omit some, it's not what I wrote and you move them about. You screw up the meaning, you edit to death and don't hear me complaining. Too busy for words. Not spoken but hinted, the words I would use will never be printed. Too busy for words, it goes without saying that words should be precious for someone who's paying. Too busy for words, I only want letters. RUOKLOLS would be better. Just make it a colon-dash bracket, that's fine. Don't make it much longer, I haven't got time. Too busy for words, I'd rather be silent. So don't try to chat, I might become violent. My eyes are full up, my ears are congested. I'm shutting them off so my brain's not infested. I give up on words, they only cause trouble. I'll stay self-contained in my language-proof bubble, and words cannot penetrate, try as they might. And the words I've just spoken? Well, they're copyright.
That was brilliant, thank you. Next up we've got our last act of the night, Philip. Let's go.
This one's inspired by the hair of a porn star. The eyes of a porn star when he was forced to do gay for pay. So this one's called Sexual Follicles 1 and 2. Mr. North, congratulations again, sir, on your win. Anything for your critics or your fans? Well, I'm always winning. I'm always winning awards time after time for the best money shot. Been in this line of work for some time, and like the British summertime, I'm still hot. That's why I had to insure my D, because to me it's worth its weight in gold. Last week I had it put into a mold. Now it's about to be sold around the world in the form of a dildo, for real though, believe me, bro. In this business, jealous male and female bitches surround you and all they want to do is spread bullshit and rumors about you that aren't true. I've got a rumor going around town that I'm supposed to be treating my co-star women bad, hitting them with the back of the hand, leaving them with black eyes and fat lips. The fact is I'm leaving them with wet thighs and swollen clits. I know it's not glamour and glitz, but I love it to bits. I love it so much. Every day I get a chance to touch the smooth flesh of a woman's ass and breast, as well as being surrounded by beautiful women who take off the clothes so they can expose their sexy figures as they pose for the front covers of adult magazines, DVDs and videos. I know this industry's got a dark side. But it's not the only industry that will have you on your hands and knees sucking on the D to get a pay rise. I know it's not right, but it's not me you need to...
Sorry.
Look, I know some women try and use this industry as a get-rich-quick money-making scheme, hoping it will help them reach those dreams, but they end up being used and abused by the industry. Become a money-making machine stuck in a rut, hooked on cash, now they're fast, take enemas and X-lax before being preened for the screen with a rare fake smile and clutch onto distant memories of a dream. Look, I know some men walk in talking about how they want to fuck, but as soon as the cameras get turned on, they get turned off and shrivel up. Some women walk in and say, let me see, I want to be a star today. Then they get told their breasts need to be made bigger. Then some women get told they need to lose weight. Then they end up with an eating disorder trying to maintain that figure. But me, I don't care what the women look like. Just as long as they're clean, drugs-free, and happy to perform with me in front of the cameras and the flashing lights. I've chose this life, made a sacrifice, be with my mind, my body, and my soul. I know the road I'm walking down now, I'm walking down alone. People that I don't even know are quick to judge. Despised by fuckers I don't even know. Friends and family were quick to disown. But I can cope, some do, some don't. To me, this industry is like the flip of a coin. Russian roulette with a groin. Heads you make money, tails you end up broke. Heads you get a house in the hills and tails of a nose full of coke. Some do all four. Now, I no longer do raw anymore because it pays to pay more, but I believe in my safety, my health. Now I use latex, I do safe sex. Back in the days, many weren't wise with who they played with. When it was the clap and syphilis, they thought they could get rid of this. But when it came to AIDS, they were plagued and that was the end of their life in their working days. Me, I start my working day off with a blow dry and a facial. End my day with a blow job and a scene where I perform anal. I believe you gotta look good while giving good. I've done my fair share of movies, some of them bad, some of them good. I've done my MILF, my debutantes, my threesomes, my DPs, my orgies, my gangbangs, my POV movies. I've even directed and produced my own movie, Little Red People. Oh, right in my hood. Now, trust me, it's going to be good. It's had a 5-dig rating, which means it's good for masturbating. Now, when I hear the words cut, that's when the fun starts celebrating. As I cruise down past Sunset Strip in my convertible sports car with Amber and Nectar, just like me in the porn industry. I take them out for fancy treats down on Rotary Street, that's where we go to eat. Where we fine dine, sipping sake and plum wine. Whenever they're out with me, they're always looking fine in their outfits that remind me of my money clip, thick and tight, and that I like. Now, there's one rule they almost obey. While at work and while I play, while I'm grinding away. They must stare, but they must do the utmost care and make sure they never ever dare touch my motherfucking hair. That was in 2003 at the ICC erotic ceremony. 10 years later. Action. I started off as an insert man that found popularity throughout the adult industry. Became a man in demand, a valuable commodity, otherwise known as hot property. Enjoyed the game, found the fame, changed my name, became a brand to be sold, shipped and smuggled into countries just like contraband. The women used to call me Mr. North because I never missed a chance to go down south. But even that well from the first cup dried up. The women used to call my money shot sunshine because I always gave the vitamins from the D, but that was back then and now that's history, just like me. A man who had his name just like his D, no longer on the tip of anybody's tongue. You asked me where he went wrong. I hadn't been thinking straight for some time and my thoughts were all up in the air ever since my health scare. But we don't really need to know about that, so we won't go there. Fuck it, yes we will. Off my chest I need to let it still. Like the legs of a student desperate to pay off a university loans and debts. Rumors were quick to spread when I started to lose hair from my head. Now let's just get one thing straight. Let's put all these rumors to bed so the speculation can rest and people can stop trying to guess. The results came back negative. No STD or the big C. I was told it might have been due to stress, but I was clean. Remember to put that down about me. Now where were we? Oh yes. I had this idea about doing an autobiography, so I called my agent, but he kept ignoring me. So one day when I spotted him in a coffee shop, I called him out. We had a few words, and before we knew it, it got worse. I got violent. Now he's got a restraining order out on me and dropped me for a younger client. The news got around the studios about the problem that I had down below, causing me to lose out on my new project.